is it mandatory to have both underinsured and uninsured motorist coverage in Tennessee and Kentucky?
So in Tennessee, you're required to have liability coverage of 25. So you're required to have 25 in coverage for the damage you do that you do. You automatically get the coverage that matches the liability, which in the minimum will be 25. You can sign a waiver in Tennessee saying you don't want the I would tell you don't do that. Is what pays you potentially when the guy who doesn't have insurance hits you. That's the real insurance. That's the good stuff. Now, in Kentucky, you get, again, a minimum limits policy in Kentucky is 25. You automatically get insurance in Kentucky that covers if the other person has no insurance of 25, which matches the liability. But just like in Tennessee and Kentucky, you can waive the coverage if you want. Again, I tell you don't do it because that's the insurance that pays you if the other guy has no insurance. Now, I am underinsured motorist coverage in Kentucky. That is always an extra cost option. You don't automatically get UIM in Kentucky. You have to ask for it. It's the in Kentucky, the uninsured motorist coverage in Kentucky, that you get automatically and you have to waive. I feel like everyone's head is now spinning with and UIM.
Yeah.
Hire an attorney who does this because, yes, I'm just brushing the surface. It goes from here into further levels of crazy head spinning. And the insurance company knows this inside and out and cold, and they are not required to explain the law to you. They're just trying to get out of paying money. And
Absolutely.
So you need someone to help you know what are the different coverages, which ones apply, which ones don't apply. Ones you may never even thought apply to you do apply to you, but the insurance companies aren't going to tell you that they might have to pay out if you ever approached them. Why would they do that? They'd rather you just not know they exist, not make a claim on them, and go away. And so, and again, how these different insurance coverages interact. We haven't even talked about the MedPay in Tennessee and the PIP or personal injury protection in Kentucky. Two very different things also.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and start diving into the PIP coverage, going more into this alphabet soup of coverage that we're going through. How does that work?
Okay. PIP, the insurance is the type of coverage that is in Kentucky. It is not unique to Kentucky. Other states have it, like Florida has it, Michigan has it, and it is one state's PIP is not another state's PIP. We're learning that, that does it. in Tennessee is not in Kentucky, and PIP in Kentucky is not PIP in Michigan or PIP in Florida or PIP somewhere else. So Kentucky PIP is sometimes referred to by the insurance industry as no fault. It is $10,000 in coverage that can be used to pay your medical bills. It can also be used to pay back your health insurance when your health insurance pays for medical bills. And so often the question becomes, when do you use PIP? When do you use your health insurance? Do you use both? In what order do you use them? We often tell people, run everything through your health insurance, and then with remaining balances or with out-of-pockets or deductibles or subrogation amounts owed back to your health insurance, then use your PIP. PIP is $10,000 available for paying back health insurance or paying back medical providers. So if you hire an attorney early in Kentucky and they know what they're doing, they will often what we call reserve the PIP, or tell the PIP carrier not to willy-nilly grab medical bills and pay them. We need to evaluate the different medical bills and figure out which ones PIP should pay and which ones we should run through health insurance. Sometimes insurance agents will jump in and tell people, oh, I'm here to help. Let's use your PIP to pay that ER bill. And that they may have the best of intentions, but that is not what you should be doing sometimes, because with health insurance, the first benefit of any health insurance is you get a discount. You get a discount. Health insurance doesn't pay full price. Health insurance pays a discount. And so you use your health insurance oftentimes to get the discount, and then the PIP can come behind and pay remaining balances. PIP does not get discounts. And so you're paying these health premiums for your health insurance and then cheating yourself of what you're paying for by not getting the discount of running things through health insurance, then giving the remaining balance to PIP. So PIP stands for Personal Injury Protection. It is $10,000. I'll say base PIP is $10,000. You can actually pay for ever more increasing amounts of PIP. But 99% of the time, we see the base amount, which is $10,000. And it can be used to pay medical bills, used to pay health insurance, used to pay lost wages. But you really need to talk to an attorney. Should I use it for these things or not? Should I use it on the front end of a case, or should I wait till the back end of a case? There's a lot of ins and outs and strategy in how to use PIP in Kentucky. PIP also is, if you have a Kentucky policy and you travel outside of Kentucky, you do still have your PIP. So people sometimes will wonder about going to, say, Tennessee, to Nashville. And then in Tennessee, we don't have in Tennessee PIP or no fault or personal injury protection. It doesn't exist in Tennessee. But if you have a Kentucky policy, you still get your PIP even when you're outside the state of Kentucky.